Fox News, in reaction to President Trump imposing new sanctions, pulling the U.S. out of the Iran nuclear deal.
The deal's inspection provisions lack adequate mechanisms to prevent, detect, and punish cheating.
Iran's supreme leader says the president lied more than 10 times in that speech. His country and our European allies and China all say they want to keep the agreement in place. Secretary of State Pompeo's in North Korea. Fox's John Decker live at the White House.
Upon arriving in the country, Mike Pompeo told senior North Korean officials that if Pyongyang gives up its nuclear weapons, the country can, in his words, have all the opportunities your people so richly deserve. The Secretary of State is in Pyongyang to also discuss the details for the proposed summit between North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and President Trump. Pompeo is also trying to secure the release of 3 American men detained there for more than a year. Dave?
John, the president's choice to lead the CIA, Gina Haspel, will be questioned today at her Senate confirmation hearing. Republican Tom Cotton says,
when John Brennan and Jim Clapper, the director of the CIA and director of national intelligence for Barack Obama, don't just support Gina, but actively and openly advocate for her, on what possible grounds are these Senate Democrats opposing her?
Her critics don't like Haspel's role in enhanced interrogations they call torture after 9/11, and Democratic Senator Ron Wyden wants info about her declassified.
If this is allowed to go forward as what I have called a secret confirmation process.
President Trump just tweeted the Republican Party had a great night after primaries in 4 states. The one candidate he told West Virginians not to vote for lost. Don Blankenship finished third. Patrick Morrissey won. He gets to challenge Democratic Senator Joe Manchin this fall.
Unfortunately, after 8 years, he's become part of the swamp.
This is Fox News. Fair and balanced.
Buying a new tractor? You owe it to yourself to visit your LS Tractor dealer. LS Tractors give you a lot more tractor for less money compared to other brands. For starters, LS Tractor comes with more select features as standard equipment. They make operating your tractor easier with better performance to get more work done quicker. Compare and you'll know who gives you more tractor for your money. LS Tractor. Excel in your field. Learn more at lstractorusa.com.
Visit Denning Automotive in Mattoon and get more tractor.
When it comes to hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need to get to a short list of qualified candidates fast. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using our intuitive online dashboard. Your time is precious. Let Indeed help you get to your short list of qualified candidates. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
President Trump also tweeted this morning the fake news is working overtime. Upset over a report 91% of network news coverage of him is negative. The president wrote, "Why do we work so hard working with the media when it is corrupt?" Adding, "Take away credentials?" ? A notorious illegal immigrant was back in court in California, the one acquitted in the shooting death of Kate Steinle in 2015 on a San Francisco pier, helping spark the sanctuary city debate.
A San Francisco jury last year found Jose Inez Garcia Zarate not guilty of murdering Kate Steinle in 2015, but they did find him guilty of being a felon in possession of a gun. After he was released, he was taken into federal custody, and federal prosecutors charged him with felony gun possession. His attorney said that was vindictive prosecution because President Trump had railed against Garcia Zarate on the campaign trail, saying his case is evidence for why tougher border security is needed. Garcia Zarate had been deported 5 times before. But the federal judge was skeptical that the case should be tossed for vindictive prosecution, telling his attorneys that they have an uphill battle to climb with that, as the case filing looks pretty routine. Trial scheduled for October. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Another scare in the air, this time on a Delta plane.
Delta Airlines Flight 1854 from Detroit landed safely at Denver's International Airport Tuesday night, but taxiing to the gate, something went wrong.
Making our way to a gate when it started filling with smoke.
146 passengers ordered off the plane in a hurry.
The flight attendant took control of the situation and made the decision to deplane, and we all jumped down the slides right onto the tarmac.
Other passengers bailing out the emergency exits onto the wings. There were some mostly minor injuries reported. One person was transported to the hospital. The source of the smoke under investigation. Jack Callahan, Fox News.
Well, Wall Street stocks could rise at the opening bell. Dow futures up around 100 points. I'm Dave Anthony. Fox News Radio.
Good morning. Our morning news and local news with Jamie Monticelli, brought to you by Classic Plumbing. Honest, affordable, and professional with a 2-year warranty on all their work. Call 586-PIPE or see their page on Facebook. Online, it's classicplumbinginc.com.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. Crews have broken ground on Tommy Stewart Field. WCIA says crews will be putting in artificial turf with football and soccer lines. The field is right behind Centennial High School in Champaign. Another part of the improvement project involves revamping the baseball field, tennis court, and basketball court at Spalding Park. 10 years behind bars is the prison term given to an Urbana man who had an active meth production operation in his home. 47-year-old Stacy Smith had pleaded guilty in February to meth manufacturing and the production of cannabis plants. Emergency crews were busy last night responding to 2 crashes on I-57 in rural Pasodum. The News-Gazette says a total of 8 vehicles were involved and there were multiple injuries. 5 vehicles were involved in the first crash. That was in the northbound lane of I-57 at milepost 218. The second crash was just south of the first one. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
Thank you, Jamie Monticelli. Our ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast, and brought to you by the Blossom Basket Floors. From simple to simply magnificent, 2 locations, Village at the Crossing, Champaign, Cunningham, and Urbana. Call 367-ROSE or blossombasket.com.
Sunshine to start today, but then we've got some scattered showers and thunderstorms, an 80% chance of precip, and partly cloudy conditions. Windy also, high 83, low 58. Sunshine tomorrow with a high 82 down to 57. More clouds coming our way as we wrap up the week on Friday with a high 86, low 66. We're currently at 66 on ESPN 93.5.
All right, we have some primaries to give you the results of, and coming up in those 4 states. That whacked out guy in West Virginia got 3rd in a 3-horse race. Don Blankenship, I think was his name. Guy that called Mitch McConnell Cocaine Mitch and referenced his wife, Elaine Chao, giving all them China people jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I said, are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Right.
He's running and he's serious?
Well, sometimes it's hard to find the right word.
No, that's not the...
Okay.
And the fact is, his probation ended yesterday. Guy was a coal guy that 29 people died under his watch.
Right.
So anyway, he's gone. He had no chance to beat Joe Manchin in West Virginia. Touch on that coming up. Iran deal is history. If it was such a good deal, why didn't President Obama take it to Congress and vote? Because he didn't have the votes. If you're going to do a deal, make it a treaty, involve Congress. It's got to be something like that. Otherwise, I mean, there's just a whole bunch of stuff that has happened that wasn't supposed to happen because Hillary was going to win. I mean, just think about how things have unfolded. We would never have known about this deep state stuff. There are so many things we never would have heard about because we wouldn't have found out had Hillary Clinton won as she should have. It's just mind-boggling. Now things are unraveling a little bit. We're getting to see how sausage is made in Washington, and some of it we really don't like. So we'll touch on the Iran thing as we go this morning. It's a pretty significant deal. Iran is still the number 1 country state sponsor of terror, and they were still advancing their interests. They had set up in Syria. There is reports that Israel hit some of those camps in in Syria. I haven't seen much on that as of yet. It is David. How are you?
Fantastic, sir.
We got David Avella on. He is the chairman of GOPAC. I guess, firstly, West Virginia, Blankenship's gone.
Blankenship was never in contention. It was a figment of the national D.C. media's imagination that somehow Republicans were going to nominate a convicted felon, and I'm not into conspiracy theories, but gosh, given the GOPAC poll showed him in 3rd 2 weeks ago, and he ended up in 3rd, he was never a contender.
No, wait a minute. Monday they had that dog winning. Come on, I mean it was. See, that's why I don't buy the midterm narrative. I don't buy any of it. I just don't trust it.
you make a valid point. In fact, I'll take that one step further and say if national Republicans don't pick up, or if Republicans, state and national, don't pick up seats in the U.S. Senate, it'll be very disappointing. Stevie J, there are 9 Democrat incumbent senators running for re-election in states that President Trump won, including West Virginia, which just happened yesterday, where Donald Trump won by 40 points.
Yeah, right. But we continue to hear history. It's a different time, and the economy's doing great. Jobs are unprecedented, just unprecedented levels. That's why I'm not buying into it. Hillary is going to win 99% likely, so I don't buy it. But I looked up, David. I looked up Monday. They said Blankenship's winning. He's winning. I'm going, you got to be kidding. I don't believe that. But I'm telling you, most people do believe it.
You were good to be skeptical, and hey, guess what? You were right.
Yeah. No, that's right. All right. So, did you see anything out there that hurt the Republicans in the overnights, the results?
No, actually, just the opposite. In fact, I wrote about it in my latest column for FoxNews.com, which you can read and you and your listeners can read. I talk about, has Donald Trump changed the way you win a Republican nomination? And if you look at yesterday's results, it's an unequivocal yes. Donald Trump won because he focused his primary message on people's economic and personal security, and won across groups in the Republican primary, including social conservatives. And if you look at Jim Renacci in Ohio, Mike Braun in Indiana, and Patrick Morrissey in West Virginia, all of them did the same thing. They talked about tax cuts. They talked about getting fair trade deals for American workers. And they talked about getting rid of regulations that hurt job creation. The very same message President Trump used to win the Republican nomination.
Understanding you have a dog in this fight, give me your prediction, David Avella, chairman of GOPAC, for the midterms.
Republicans pick up 3 in the Senate, and still too early to tell in the House. Much more tumultuous. We don't know who the Republicans are going to nominate in some of these key races, but we don't know who the Democrats are going to nominate. And and to your point about this narrative is trying to be written way too early by national Democrats. They were convinced that, we're going to pick up the Darrell Issa seat. We're going to pick up another seat in California. And now it's looking like, because of their primary system where Republicans and Democrats run together, it's going to be a general election between 2 Republicans.
Yeah. We'll see, David. Any thoughts before I let you go? Any thoughts on the Iran deal being scrapped?
The president was pretty clear. It was a deal we should have never gotten into, and there was no reason for us to stay in it. And let's keep in mind, President Obama couldn't get Democrats to support it, let alone Republicans to support it when he tried to push it. So, not surprising that President Trump got out of it.
I don't know if this is an appropriate comparison, but if you're trying to keep kids from having sex in high school, schools just hand out condoms and say, okay, in 7 years you can have sex, but wait till 7 years. You still don't want to have sex. Iran is going to make a nuclear warhead in 7 years with the world's blessing. What's so good about that? It's if you don't want the people to be active in high school, you don't give them condoms ever because it's never okay. Then you don't give Iran any clearance ever. It's never okay for them to have a bomb. But yet this cleared the way in 7 years for them to have a bomb. Is that right?
You make a valid point, and you add to that in addition to this being about Iran and their nuclear capabilities, as Ambassador Bolton, now National Security Advisor, John Bolton, has said, this also sends a message as we get ready to negotiate with North Korea. It's not really a negotiation. It's you're going to get rid of your weapons discussion. It lets North Korea know we're serious.
Yeah. Okay, David, nice visiting. How do people find David Avella at GOPAC?
On Twitter, at David_Avella, A, V as in Victor, ELLA.
All right, +3 in the Senate. Not sure. If America wants to put Nancy Pelosi as Speaker of the House, good luck to us. Whatever.
That's right.
Are you kidding? Thanks, David.
Thanks.
7:15, ESPN 93.5. You're always welcome to text in. 359-2255. You might not agree with anything I just said.
I think it's all very accurate, Stevie.
Well, we'll see based on my point of view, but maybe not yours.
Right.
You can text in 359-2255, ESPN 93.5. Saw Mike Kelly at Country Arbors, where I was yesterday.
Okay.
Working on my fill, thrill, and spill.
Mm-hmm. Make that fountain look nice in the yard.
Got her done, and Mike says he listens every day and agrees with almost everything except that I'm Cardinal, he's Cub.
I see.
But other than that, we're all good, and so Mike's beautiful family. But that's...
oh, look at that. Yeah. That fountain's coming right along.
I can't really show it on the YouTube channel. It's too far away.
And geraniums are so durable.
And they're just pretty.
Exactly.
Really pretty. All right, let's jump to our morning sports. Cubs have won 2. Cardinals have lost 2. In fact, Cardinals have scored 1 run since the Cubs left town. Either hangover or you got to have Tommy Pham and Yadier Molina, 2 major parts that are out. I hope the Cardinals can hang in there without Yadi because he handles the pitchers and he's a heck of a bat. I don't think any of the backup catchers have had a hit yet. I don't know if they're going to get a hit. It's a little bit thin in the hitting side on that second level. Let's
7-1 with Minnesota on top yesterday on ESPN 93.5. We've got your Redbird recap.
This Redbird recap is brought to you by Travel Wisconsin. Plan your fun today at travelwisconsin.com.
Boy, the bats were silent yesterday, weren't they? And they were really silent the entire 2-game series with Minnesota. They really pitched well.
Well, the Cardinals were held to just 1 run on a home run yesterday by Jose Martinez, but 1 run on a total of 6 hits in the 2 losses, and committed 3 errors that led to the Twins piling up 7 runs and a pair of 6-run losses to Minnesota. Better days ahead as the Cardinals take to the road. They travel today out to San Diego and open a 4-game series with the Padres tomorrow.
Odorizzi was good, but their bullpen was really something.
And their bullpen has not been that good, Mike, but from Ryan Presley through Taylor Rogers and Phil Hughes, they set down 12 straight Cardinal batters, and Odorizzi, who picked up his 3rd win of the year, he was able to set down the last 6 he faced.
And the Twins sweep the 2-game series from the Cardinals as they win it 7-1.
Hi, I'm Wisconsin Tourism Secretary Stephanie Klatt.
And I'm Matt Scott, Paralympic basketball gold medalist and Wisconsin's biggest fan.
Okay, Matt. Summer in Wisconsin, speed round. Ready?
Let's go.
Have you been camping?
Check.
To Summerfest?
Every year.
Kayaking?
Of course.
Sailing?
Check.
Festivals?
As many as I can.
Wow, what don't you do?
It's like I always tell my friends, don't you dare threaten me with a good time in Wisconsin unless you really mean it.
Well, I love it. And you'll love Wisconsin, too. Visit travelwisconsin.com to learn more.
Cubs win. They beat Miami 4-3. They've got a day game today. 121st pitch heard over on US 105.9. Yu Darvish on the 10-day disabled list with the flu. Some people are saying flu Darvish. That they're always doing.
It's the flu?
I mean,
I didn't know that.
I know. That's what makes it unusual.
Well, if he had like the flu and down 10 pounds, it'll take you a week or 2 to get back.
Well, that's true.
So just unusual.
Well, and then the stories usually follow up with his price tag. What was it, $126 million or something?
And he hasn't won a game yet. Whatever. He'll be probably fine. I don't know. I mean, does it? Hey, listen, if you don't like the National League Central Division standings, wait 10 minutes. Cardinals were just up 3.5 on the Cubs. Now it's a 1.5 in 2 days.
Pittsburgh beat Chicago's White Sox 10-6 yesterday. On to the NBA. Golden State over New Orleans 113-104. Houston advances with their win over Utah. Boston and Philadelphia tonight with the Celtics on top of that series. 3-1. That's where we're at now in sports. I'm Diane Ducey.
Here is your weather now from the National Weather Service and stuff on radar.
Showers, windy conditions, sun and clouds. Otherwise, we've got a high 85 down to 59. Partly cloudy tomorrow with a high 84, low 58. More clouds and a high near 90 for Friday and Saturday, down to the mid-60s at night. We're currently at 66 on ESPN 93.5.
We're going to check your Fox Business Minute, brought to you this morning by Starlet Car at Provident Financial Group in Champaign, where partnerships are built on trust. Find Starlet at Provident Financial Group, LLC.com. Don't forget, if you need any janitorial supplies, Chemical Maintenance Inc. on Bloomington Road, where I broadcasting live a couple of weeks ago, Hard Working Man series. Betsy and Brad Parks, they got all the cool stuff From the e-sprayers to those writing, cleaning things, those machines. CMIClean.com, 359-6262 for all your local janitorial supplies. 720.
From the Fox Business Network, Walmart is expanding its international business, buying a majority stake in India's online retail business, Flipkart. Walmart will now own 77% of the company. Like Amazon.com, Flipkart sells everything from smartphones to books and clothes. Morgan Stanley predicts the business could be worth $200 billion in a decade. Home security company ADT is reporting a stronger than expected quarter. It lost money, but Wall Street was expecting even weaker numbers. The success of Black Panther helped to push Disney's earnings up nearly 30% in the recent quarter compared with a year ago. Its business was stronger than expected, even though it was dealing with higher programming costs at ESPN. The Dow was up almost 3 points yesterday. The Nasdaq gained a point. The S&P was down a point. With the Fox Business Report, I'm Jenny Cosola.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-566-7906 now for your free reputation analysis. Our dedicated experts and patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-566-7906 to learn more or visit ReputationDefender.com.
You know, as you take a look outside around your home, you see some trim that needs painted. That's way too high. Don't even think about it.
Those ladders. They can be scary.
Precision Painting can do it, and they've got people on staff 12 months a year to have a painting company locally and have staff year-round. That's a big company. That's really, really a good company because they're busy inside and out. Why don't you go to the website, yprecision.com. Chad Everett is the owner, locally owned and operated. He's a U of I grad, knocked on my door about 10 years ago. Check their references, and no job's too big or small. And once they start, they don't job hop. They stay on your job till they're done. Get an estimate. It's free, and they are filling up. I said they'd fill up for summer. Talked to Chad the other day. He said, let me take a breath. The phone's ringing. I just have to assess where we are because when you have, you're trying to paint, 20 homes and you got a crew and then it starts raining, then where are we? I mean, it's not that easy to do. I mean, you just get the paint, you stir it, you slap it on there, right? There's a lot to it, and they really do the prep. My advice, get a free quote. You have nothing to lose, and you're going to like the professionalism of Precision Painting. You have a lot of the college crews running around now, putting little things on your door. They're college kids. They're good kids.
Right.
But they're kind of Stevie J-ish probably. Grab the paint, stir her up, and slap her on there.
In my dining room, I still have a splatter from my money-saving painting venture.
Yeah. YPrecision.com. Check out before and after pictures as well. YPrecision.com.
Yeah. Go with the professionals.
Yeah, go with the professionals. Okay, 723, you're welcome to text on anything we say, 359-2255. Always welcome to hear what you think. Agree, disagree?
My Anna Jean is 16 today.
Well, happy birthday, Anna. And she got a new
puppy last night.
And you did talk about it as a family?
For the last 2 weeks.
And it wasn't one of those spontaneous, isn't that cute here?
That's right.
Good for you.
And the box was pink and the little puppy was
inside. Did she know?
She did not know.
Oh, my
We
goodness.
had hinted around about the responsibilities of a dog and if we were to do that, how everybody in the family would have to step up and do cleanup and things like that.
Yeah, because you got a Rottweiler.
Well, with an Australian Shepherd.
And they're small.
Well, medium.
Do you know that dog's going to be like Dino from the Flintstones?
No.
Daddy's home.
And so far, every time we've taken her out, she's gone number one and number two in the backyard.
Might be a little genius dog.
Exactly.
But that little genius dog's going to grow up to be 100 plus.
Well, we're thinking 70, 80. They're both the mom and dad are on the smaller side.
Rottweiler's 150. Rottweilers are, look them up. I think the Rottweiler weighs 150, but the Australian what?
Shepherd.
Maybe they're 60 or 70.
She's sweet.
All right.
We haven't decided on a name yet, but that's Anna's project.
Okay.
She's kind of favoring Olive right now.
Olive? As in oil? It's a girl?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Popeye had a girlfriend named Olive.
Oil.
She was really thin. I don't know if your dog's going to be thin.
Oh, this dog had a little round tummy. She's so sweet. She has that puppy breast.
It's fun. It is fun. Welcome to Puppyhood. Cheer on the Cardinals with fellow Fighting Illini fans and alum when they host the Philadelphia Phillies Friday, May 18. Bragging rights night at the ballpark. All fans purchasing a special theme ticket will receive an exclusive Illini-themed Cardinals mesh jersey. Get your Illini night tickets now, cardinals.com/theme. We'll be talking with somebody from the Cardinals after 8 this morning about this fun deal. I'll be down there for that on the 18th. Brad Underwood's throwing out one of the first pitches. I think Missouri's there that night, aren't they doing? That's why they're calling it bragging rights.
That's right. The navy shirt with the orange.
It's a mesh.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, that's right.
It's really cool.
You pick it up there. You get that with your ticket package.
Yep.
So you go to this corner of Bush. It's awesome.
Yep. And then we're giving out these tickets for the Illusionists.
Oh, yeah. Let me make a run to my office and
make
see how
sure
many
we got
have.
them. Yeah. The Illusionist on Tuesday, that's this coming Tuesday, May 15, on sale now. They range in price from $39 to $58. You can buy yours online at espncu.com or call 866-ILLINI-1. Pretty sure it's going to be one of those shows where you go and you're kind of interested, and then you see it and you go, whoa. It's one of those. And then you're going to say, man, I wish so-and-so would have seen that. So I have a family 4-pack, Diane's confirming. And I've got that for you. And what we'll do is we're going to have our Sugar Buster Club meeting. And then after the meeting, we'll open it up. Let's give them away after our Sugar Buster Club meeting.
I do have a dozen, so you are right.
3 4-packs. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Then 4 tickets for this, valued in $160, $200, something like that. And we will give you that chance via the text line for the Illusionist right after our Sugar Buster Club meeting.
Sounds good.
I was in Honda BMW yesterday, sat with Ben Quattrone.
Did you bring your lunch and spill it on the floor and eat it?
Could have done that in the Beamer side because that's where those new white tiles are.
Charlie BMW is such a nice guy.
Huh? Who?
Charlie.
Oh.
He's the one that I test drove with.
Yeah. They're fabulous. Anyway, they are the Honda President's Award winner. They got some pilots on the lot right now. The pilots are kind of the SUV in the Honda line. And Ben told me they're 10,000, 15,000 less than most vehicles in that class.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're 30-something, which is usually the big SUVs anymore are 40-something or 50. You can check them out and do a test drive of a Honda Pilot. They'll seat 7. And check out what they've got going on over there. And Ben said he was somewhere and somebody said, yeah, Stevie J was really talking nice about you. And that's what you get, buddy boy, when you let me talk about you.
Well, and the golf clubs in the back and all the stuff you need for summer vacation.
You might want to check it out with a Honda Pilot. And they've got them to test drive right now. They've got several on the lot. Get there before they're gone and test drive anything if you'd like, but that Pilot you got to take a peek at because I was pretty taken back by the price. Based if you know SUVs, you know what they ought to cost for the 7-seaters. Anyway, Honda President's Award winner, they are Honda BMW. DriveChampagne.com, DriveChampagne.com, right at Neal and Burwash in Savoy. Fox News coming up, local news with Jamie Monticelli. Just ahead, our Sugar Buster Club meeting. And then we'll give you the tickets to the Illusionists.
Cardinals with the day off today.
Yeah, they're headed. In fact, they're in San Diego, probably playing golf today. They flew out last night.
Yeah. Clear their head.
7:29, ESPN 93.5.
Shop 10,000 Villages in downtown Champaign for Mother's Day. 10,000 Villages has a great selection of earrings, necklaces, and other jewelry, along with beautiful scarves that Mom will love. Plus, now through May 13th, it's buy one, get one 50% off on jewelry and scarves. Only at 10,000 Villages. Find Mom something she'll love this Mother's Day. 10,000 Villages, 105 North Walnut in downtown Champaign.
There's nothing better than real Texas barbecue, and no better place to get it than Hickory River Smokehouse. Every cut of beef brisket, pork loin, turkey breast, and chicken are rubbed with a signature spice blend infused with hickory smoke for juicy, award-winning flavor and served up right here in Central Illinois for over 20 years. Whether you're planning a party or just having some friends over, you can count on Hickory River. Visit hickoryriver.com for catering, large order delivery, and carry-out options, or call the catering experts at the Hickory River nearest you.
Don't miss a gripping reimagination of the events the night before the assassination of civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with the Twin City Theater Company and their latest production, The Mountaintop, playing at the Soto Theater in downtown Champaign, May 11th through the 13th and May 17th through the 20th. The Mountaintop focuses on Dr. King's final days and him being forced to confront his destiny and his legacy to his people. It's The Mountaintop with the Twin City Theater Company. It's brought to you by Dr. J. Barry Howe, Littman, Minuteman Press, and this station. Learn more about the show and buy tickets at TwinCityTheaterCo.com.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Iran's supreme leader says President Trump told at least 10 lies during his announcement the United States is leaving the Iran nuclear deal. The president's national security advisor, John Bolton, says
it's no surprise Iran doesn't want to change anything in the existing Iran nuclear deal. Why should they? They got a wonderful deal from their perspective. In fact, their only regret, I think, is they didn't ask Obama and Kerry for more because they probably would have gotten it.
He was on Fox and Friends. There's a new report about President Trump's lawyer being paid by a company with ties to a Russian billionaire.
No comment yet from Michael Cohen after the New York Times claimed that President Trump's personal attorney received payments of about $500,000 from a firm linked to a Russian oligarch named Viktor Vekselberg. An attorney for the company said the money was for a consulting fee and was unconnected to Vekselberg.
Fox's John Decker at the White House. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Local news with Jamie Monticelli, brought to you by Gina Johnson in her new book, Let's Make It a Habit. Let her teach your staff how to cut down on stress, improve synergy and communication, and develop positive habits. Gina Johnson. Visit letsmakeitahabit.com.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. Emergency crews were busy last night responding to two crashes on I-57 in rural Pasodum. The News-Gazette says a total of 8 vehicles were involved and there were multiple injuries. 5 vehicles were involved in the first crash. That was in the northbound lane of I-57 at milepost 218. The second crash was just south of the first one and involved another 3 vehicles. An Elliott man was found dead after a house fire. The News-Gazette says the Ford County coroner identified the man as Jeremy Turner. Crews went out to the home at 203 North Maple Street Tuesday morning and found flames and smoke and the body of Turner. You might be owed money from Dish Network. A federal judge in North Carolina has said Dish Network violated the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. So if your number was on the National Do Not Call registry and you still got a call from Dish Network, you could be owed $1,200. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
Hi, I'm Gina Johnson, a mental health professional and life coach. I've compiled my 20 years of experience into my new book, Let's Make It a Habit, which teaches you to train your brain to navigate negativity. In both my book and in-person workshops, I can teach your staff how to cut down on stress, improve team synergy and communication, and develop positive habits that will create measurable results for your business. Let's chat about how my book and workshops can make a difference in your life and in your business. Visit my website at letsmakeitahabit.com.
Here's your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
More clouds coming into our area with this 80% chance of showers. Breezy, high 85 down to 59. 84 the high tomorrow. Partly cloudy down to 58. More clouds, high near 90 both Friday and Saturday. And down to around the mid-60s at night. We're currently at 67 on ESPN 93.5.
All right, 7:34. We're going to do our little Sugar Buster Club meeting, and then we'll give you this chance for the Illusionists, which is, they call it the greatest magic touring show. And I interviewed the inventor, one of the stars, and I'm going to run that again this week. We'll get that going. But yeah, we'll do Sugar Busters and give you a chance here to pick up those tickets via the text line at 359-2255 for standby for that. All right, it's Sugar Busters next.
According to Classic Plumbing, these facts are essential for good work. Classic plumbers are experienced, qualified, and consistent. Right up front, you'll know all the work is warranted for 2 years. Their $55 diagnostic fee covers your estimate and applies to your job. Classic Plumbing promotes a culture of doing good work and hiring outstanding local people. Tim Culver's Classic Plumbing in Urbana and Mahomet get you technology with a tradition of value. Call 586-PIPE. Look them up on Facebook or online, classicplumbinginc.com.
If you have hard water, the Lime Scale not only leaves white spots, it clogs pipes and breaks down appliances, costing you hundreds of dollars in energy and wear. Eliminate Lime Scale and other water issues like brown staining, bad odors, and lead with HydroCare water products available from Wave Home Solutions. Wave's affordable systems don't use salts or chemicals. You'll love the way your water tastes, smells, and looks. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, go to goodclearwater.com. That's goodclearwater.com.
You already know Houlihan's Restaurant and Bar at the iHotel is a great restaurant, but don't forget about the bar. Fantastic drink specials and mouth-watering menu items from snacks to full meals. A nice selection of draft, craft, and domestic beers, and just about any cocktail you can imagine. Watch a game with multiple flat screens on all sides of the bar, or grab some tables and make it a party. Drink specials daily, plus Houlihan's is now serving a delicious hot breakfast 7 days a week. Houlihan's at the iHotel. Check them out at the corner of 1st Street and St. Mary's Road, just south of the State Farm Center.
Hey, next time you pay for parking, forget the spare change and use Mobile Meter instead. It's available all over Champaign-Urbana, and it's the easiest way to pay for parking. Download the Mobile Meter app, store your credit card information, then select how long you want to park. That easy. Download the Mobile Meter app or go to mobilemeter.us.
All right, we will give you the chance to win these 4 tickets valued about $200 to the Illusionist via the text line in moments. Every Wednesday, we talk about rat poison. I try not to be too extreme, but is there something strange in your sugar mood? Who are you going to call? Yeah, Sugar Buster, old wet blanket here, hosting with Warren Honeycutt now. I am a wet blanket, Warren, and I don't care. Put the donut down. Move away from the donut, sir.
And no one gets hurt.
It is constant. We try and remind people that, sugar is fun and it tastes really, really good. But man, oh man, the damage you're doing to your body. And talk about sugar and children, Warren, because kids are resilient. We can overcome all that stuff. What tends to happen if we oversugar when they're young?
They become obese and they're prone to every disease known to man because of the inflammation they never sell in the body. That's the short version.
And you were obese, right? You? How obese?
I wasn't obese. I was overweight.
What did you weigh? When you looked in the mirror when you were 16, how much did you weigh?
Yes. 185, 190.
What should have you weighed? How much?
155.
40 pounds over, and that's, I guess, technically not obese, but you were heavy, and you made a decision that lasted, 50 years.
Yes, sir. Sure have.
Okay, so we are susceptible to disease. We're susceptible, obviously, to being overweight. We know we're inactive, and then we're pounding down Twinkies. It's just not a good picture. I hope parents are becoming a little more aware of what to buy because kids are going to eat what you buy generally, and they'll complain a little bit, but don't buy the ding dong.
That they will, and honestly, and these are, obvious facts, but there's been studies done to verify. Parents that are overweight, obese, tend to have kids that are overweight and obese. Kids do, like you just said, Stevie J, what the parents do, and if the parent brings in all the junk, they're going to eat all the junk. It's just common sense. And people are beginning to get more aware of the sugar. Even the major manufacturers are moving away from it, moving toward more healthy sweeteners, etc. But we've got a long, long, long way to go, and it's killing us. All the time I say that we're right on the abyss of going into, or the edge of an abyss going into a pit that we'll never recover from as a nation, and that's not an overstatement. And I'm not being dramatic. It's a fact.
Yeah, and we're looking toward 100 million diabetics, which is going to really weigh down. 100 million diabetics is a lot of doctors' visits. We're already struggling with how to afford insurance and our medical bills. It doesn't mean you won't get sick if you're properly weighted, but your chances are better, certainly, if you can. Okay, but day to day, the thing that stunned me almost 3 years ago is when I kind of cold turkey quit. And I didn't think I was doing much sugar. Most of the reaction when I talk to people is, I don't do that much. And then you add it up, and you're doing half a pound to a pound of processed sugar a day. No, I don't do that. Well, just add it up. Maybe you don't, but add it up and see what happens. And then after 3 days, it was almost a cleansing. I felt so much better moving around. I felt better sleeping, felt better waking up, felt better thinking, thought I was more acute with my thinking. That's stunning.
It was, and actually was a cleansing, Stevie J. There was a doctor, I cannot remember his name. I know we mentioned it several months ago, but it bears repeating. He said when you eat sugar, what you can need to envision is little wire brushes going through every artery and vein in your body, brazing or scrubbing the inside of your arteries. He said that's called inflammation, and anytime we have inflammation, there is a sore, basically. And that is where the clogged arteries and all the diseases, high blood pressure, stroke, heart attack, etc., come from. And it's not the fat that the sugar industry paid for back in the 60s and 70s to get the studies to be pointing to fat rather than the real culprit, sugar. That's a fact.
Okay.
We talked about this as well.
If you want to go people watch, go to the mall and have a little clipboard and mark down how many people are the proper weight. Chances are 3 out of 10 is all you're going to find, which is too bad. All right. I can't preach much more than that, Warren. Can't do better than that.
Amen. Let's get the choir involved now.
All right. Get Honeycut. It's just, and you know what? We have 92 or 3 card-carrying members of Sugar Buster Clubs, folks that, make that commitment. We have far more people that have become aware of this and far more people that are actually following this, but they just don't want to, mess around with that. It's all right. I'm fine. That's great. If we illuminate you, I don't care. The whole point is for you to be aware and to look at the label and to realize how bad it is for you. That's all.
And they don't have to have the certificate posted above their desk as I do with the gold sticker on it either.
Yeah, because you maintain. Good for you. Okay, so Get Honeycut is where they can find you. Google image Warren Honeycut and enjoy the 65-year-old that looks 35. Crazy good. All right, my friend, it's always a pleasure. Love chatting with you. Thanks for the inspiration. Thanks for being our honorary chair of the club.
Thank you for the invitation and the opportunity every week, Stevie J.
All right,
I
buddy.
hope you have a great one.
You too, my friend. Warren Honeycut, Sugar Buster Club meeting. I'm so tired of him talking about sugar.
Well, I'm amazed at the kind of, strength you have at places like Busch Stadium where it doesn't seem like you falter and get yourself any treats thinking, might as well splurge.
I don't. I think once you stop it, you don't crave it.
Okay.
I mean, that's part of it. When we were at CMI and the donuts are out, I love a good glazed. I used to. Well, don't need it. Don't want it.
Okay.
It's not worth me thinking about. And what was it, Rick Mears, who was on our bus, said, hope Warren approves of your diet today. And I said, what? I didn't eat anything.
I know.
You wet blanket. I just didn't want to do it. And for,
Well, that's great.
Very self-discipline. Anyway, but part of the discipline, it starts at the grocery store. Mm-hmm. You just don't buy it.
Don't have it around.
I promise you, if you buy it, you will eat it. I mean, I'm not perfect at this thing. I definitely walk the border up to my 30. I do 30 processed grams of sugar a day, hopefully not more, and sometimes less. And sometimes I probably edge over, but it's better than the 250 to 500 I was doing.
Right.
So way better.
And to think of the repercussions when you do splurge.
Well, and you know what?
If you get more achy and
just
don't
feel
sleep as well.
Lethargic again. But if my cholesterol went down 100 points because I quit sugar, that's significant. And when he said wire brush in your arteries, that kind of gave me the creepies. Mm-hmm. You're going to irritate it and it'll be inflamed. It isn't any good. It isn't worth what you're doing. The problem is if I had a big old rash on your arm from eating sugar, you'd stop eating it.
Right.
But you don't see it. I mean, you do with some of the weight, but it's so good. And, you work hard and you're tired. And, man, I deserve this.
Right.
And have it. Have a donut, but not 7 and not every day. It's okay. You can withstand that. I've had some sugar. I had a piece of birthday cake. It was ice cream. It was delicious. Felt great. I just had one. Wanted more. When I got it going with that chocolate topping, I did want more, but I didn't have any more. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to go see the Illusionists at the State Farm Center Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, whatever time that was. This is next Tuesday, May 15th.
7:30.
7:30. I said 7 or 8.
7 or 8, yep.
7:30. This is a wild and entertaining magic show. If you would like to text in MAGIC, MAGIC, text the word MAGIC. The 50th text gets $200 in tickets, or $150, whatever they cost. $39 to $58. They got at least $160 in tickets for free. You take your family. 359-2255. Text in MAGIC 35922. I won't make you text Illusionists. Spell check.
Exactly.
Okay, 359-2255, 359-2255. Text in MAGIC. 50th text win all these free tickets. Good luck. If you're looking for a great car dealership, look no further than Honda BMW of Champaign. Ben Quattrone and his team just received the Honda President's Award in 2017, meaning they're one of the best Honda dealerships in America. They offer great deals. They have a tremendous service department with problems fixed right the first time and customer service that'll keep you coming back. So before you buy, make sure you give the award-winning Honda BMW of Champaign a chance to earn your business. Just off Neal at Burwash and Savoy. Online, drivechampaign.com.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your Trane Comfort Specialist. Right now is a great time to buy a new Trane heating and cooling system from Lands. For a limited time only, we're offering 0% interest for 6 years. That's no interest with equal payments and approved credit for 6 years on any qualifying Trane system. Or, here's another way you can save on a new Trane heating and cooling system from Lands. Trade in your old system. For a limited time, you can get a $1,000 trade-in allowance on any qualifying Trane system. So pick your best deal. No interest for 6 years or a $1,000 trade-in allowance and start saving. Call 1-800-AIR-REPAIR or find us online at landsinc.com. Remember, it's hard to stop a train. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
See Lands for program details. Call 888-653-0051 for details about credit costs and terms. Regular APR is 28.99 for newly opened accounts. APR may vary, subject to credit approval.
Hi, I'm Habib, and this is your Motivational Minute. Spring is here, and soon we'll be planting flowers and seeds. So you plant seeds on both sides of your driveway, on the right and on the left, hoping to make it beautiful. What do the seeds do? Do the seeds you planted on the one side say, hey, I don't like where I am. I'm not going to sprout or bloom because I really want it to be on the other side of the driveway. Ridiculous, right? The seeds bloom where they are planted. Yet we humans frequently complain where we find ourselves in life. We wish we were somewhere else, and we spend time complaining and having regrets instead of embracing the moment and blooming where we're planted. It happened to me. And my situation vastly improved when I decided to embrace my circumstances, work to the best of my abilities, take ownership, and have pride in my work. Bloom where you are planted was one of the best bits of advice I received, and I'm sharing it with you. I hope you embrace it and seize your moment today. I'm Habib, and this Motivational Minute was brought to you by A&R Mechanical.
All right, let's jump to our morning sports as we work on our winner for our Illusionist ticket. Stand by. Check the sports. Diane Ducey.
All right, we had Minnesota over St. Louis 7-1 yesterday. Here's your Redbird recap.
The bats were silent yesterday, weren't they? And they were really silent the entire two-game series with Minnesota. They really pitched well.
Well, the Cardinals were held to just one run on a home run yesterday by Jose Martinez, but one run on a total of 6 hits in the 2 losses, and committed 3 errors that led to the Twins piling up 7 runs and a pair of 6-run losses to Minnesota. Better days ahead as the Cardinals take to the road. They travel today out to San Diego and open a 4-game series with the Padres tomorrow.
Odorizzi was good, but their bullpen was really something.
And their bullpen has not been that good, Mike, but from Ryan Presley through Taylor Rogers and Phil Hughes, they set down 12 straight Cardinal batters, and Odorizzi, who picked up his 3rd win of the year, he was able to set down the last 6 he faced.
And the Twins sweep the 2-game series from the Cardinals as they win it 7-1.
Yeah, Cubbies win. They beat the Marlins 4-3. Wasn't much really popping, but on US 105.9, you heard Pat Hughes in the game.
Now the 0-1. Ground ball to second. This could be it. La Stella to first. And the Cubs win the ball game. A 5-pitch 9th inning for Brandon Morrow. The last play is scored 4-3. La Stella to Rizzo. The Cubs come from behind, and they've won 2 in a row.
Yeah, they're going to win a bunch here. They got Miami. They played this afternoon. They're going to probably win that one. Then they got the White Sox. They're going to win that.
Right.
So the Cubs, we lost to the Cardinals.
Right, just look at the schedule. Pittsburgh beat the Chicago White Sox, by the way, 10-6 yesterday. So we have our winner.
All right, who we got? Jake? Jake is there. You win.
Thank you guys so much.
You win 4 tickets to see The Illusionist. That's coming to State Farm Center, 7:30 this Tuesday night. They say the greatest magic show on tour. David Copperfield on steroids.
Yeah.
That's kind of what
there's 5 of them, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. And you just won 4 tickets, and I'm so glad you got in. You were the 50th text. We had hundreds of texts, and you landed on 50, my friend.
Well, thank you guys so much. I love listening to your radio show every morning.
Hey,
I listen to it on my way to work.
I appreciate it. Where do you drive from? How long are you in the car?
Right now, I'm in training for my new job, so I'm actually going from Rantoul to Bloomington every day.
Love it. Love those long commutes. Awesome.
Right?
Hey, Jake, thanks for listening, my friend. Good job.
Hey, thank you guys so much.
Pleasure. All right, Jake wins. ESPN 93.5. All right, let's see if I can get me a theater.
Oh, yeah.
It's Wednesday, right?
Good morning.
You awake?
Mm-hmm.
Steve Suderman is up, semi-alert, good vibes. It's locally owned and operated. You want a home theater? He demand.
And we're coming to your house today.
Is that today?
I think so. It's on the schedule for today.
I forgot I had to drive to Midway. I'll call Carl. Dang it.
Oh, yeah, we have. I guess your smart TV got a little dumber. Is that what happened?
Yeah, it's just so frustrating, and you guys know how to do that. That's why I call you 7 days a week, and you say, please, please, please lose my cell phone number.
Well, we got the doctor. If you can't make it today, we
You know how glad I am I don't call the big box store looking for somebody? You know how we've all done that, and then they
1-800 I don't care.
Or 1-800 Butte, Montana. Come on, man. Anyway, so what do you got going on?
Well, Mother's Day is coming up, and I don't know if people think about Good Vibes as a place for Mother's Day, but the $100 gift coupon for Prairie Gardens would make a dandy Mother's Day gift, and we'll give it to you if you sign up for Dish, and we could maybe save you a bundle on your cable bill and give you a better picture anyway, so that's just something. Another thing that kind of a little momish related, the Zvox little bitty sound bar. If mom's having a little trouble hearing the TV, or if dad's got the thing blaring so loud, it's running her out of the room, it might work as a gift for both. But it's $179 on sale this week only. Sony wireless headphones under $100. Sonos streaming wireless speakers $149. We've got some gift ideas, and certainly mom is worth it. We got us something new yesterday. I'm pretty excited. We've been waiting for this, and it's been on the road a while, and the new Sony OLED 2018 model.
Come on.
Best picture I've ever seen.
Come on.
Plain and simple. I looked at it 6 ways from Sunday, and we're trying to find the right demo material to really, best place to show it in the store, but holy cow.
How big is that puppy?
It's 65 inches. It's not gigantic. It's just the best TV picture I've ever seen.
OLED and a quote, $10,000. How much is it?
It's $37.99.
Come
not
on, man.
cheap, but not going to be, Rockefeller is the only guy that can afford it. So,
it'll come down. It'll come down. I want to see it. So it's on display?
It is up and running, and I found this YouTube video from Iceland that looked really great on some waterfalls and stuff that were just terrific. So,
all right, buddy. How do we find you?
You can find us on the web at gvibes.com or right here in Champaign at 1501 North Prospect.
All right, you the man. Thanks for waking up.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, buddy. Steve Suderman. He is at Good Vibes, locally owned and operated, North Prospect, before you get to Bloomington Road in Champaign. Well, we're going to learn a little bit about Friends for Life. Stephen Morris and Colleen Hatton are in our studio. How are you guys?
Morning.
Good morning, Steve.
Colleen usually works over at Q96 making food, and we smell it every week.
I know it's a little different, but fun to be in
Why
here,
didn't
too.
you bring something in the microwave or something? I mean, it's like Pavlov's dogs, man. See, Colleen, think food.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, what do you got going on, Stephen? You got a golf tournament May 18th?
We do. It's our 5th year. We're really excited. We're celebrating our 555 theme this year. So, 5th year, we have now raised over $50,000, and we've helped over 50 families just right here in our local community.
Who do you help, Colleen?
We help Friends for Life. We're actually 2 of the board members. It's a very small not-for-profit here in Champaign, and what we do is we give a love offering to families in Central Illinois that have children with life-threatening illnesses or injuries.
So you help them with money.
Right.
That's
You're like
right.
the local GoFundMe.
Yeah, well, exactly. And we kind of we focus on early diagnosis. So we're all blessed to have these St. Jude's. When a family can go to a St. Jude's or maybe a Barnes or St. Louis, we're that gap because when this happens, the family's turned upside down. Yeah. All the out-of-pockets aren't covered. So whether it's gas, it's food, cafeteria, hotel for grandma, parents got to get back to work. These are just out-of-pocket expenses that nobody covers, so we focus on that.
What touched you, Stephen, about this? There are a lot of causes.
There are, but actually this came really close to home when my best friend, Todd Hitt, his grandson was stricken with leukemia. And Todd, who is our founder of Friends for Life, while they were in the hospital, it was very early on in Brody, his grandson's diagnosis, they received a love offering from an organization they'd never heard of, and a letter that explained what it is they're about, who they're trying to help, and why. Todd and the family were obviously touched so much that he immediately grabbed his friends and said, we got to do this. We got to do this up here. Let's go. And literally in hours, we put together Friends for Life.
Colleen, you get good response from this. I mean, people really want to help if they know how.
Exactly. And this year, we're actually, like you said, this is our 555, so we're throwing the biggest golf outing and the biggest party we've thrown yet. So we still have spots open for golf, as well as we are actually having dinner afterwards. We're catering, so there will be food.
Yay!
And the boat drunks are supporting us this year.
Really?
Yeah, we've got a big happy hour and
We
dinner
do.
party. Dyke Corson and the boys at the boat drunks have been
man.
incredibly supportive.
That's
so it's going to be
great.
a great party.
So yeah, even if you don't like golfing, you can come out and have a donation for dinner and the concert. $25 gets you a great dinner from Dish.
That's it?
That's it.
That's it.
Could have gone a little higher.
And this is all
I'll
at
tell you
Stone
what,
Creek then?
It's because
all at
of,
Stone Creek.
Okay.
It's because of our title sponsor, Jim Hampton at Tapman's. I mean, he's fabulous. He's been with us since the beginning.
Awesome.
And it's because of him and Tapman's. You know, they just help us so much. They're just
I'm
fantastic.
Gonna work for Tapman's, aren't I?
I think so.
You are.
Hardworking man.
Going to be fun. The
Hardworking man.
I can't wait to see that one. I've
Yeah.
enjoyed those. That's a lot of fun
You
to
just
watch.
stay in the cab while they hook something up to something. I don't know what they do. Stephen Morris and Colleen Hatton, thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
It's awesome that you're giving of your time and efforts. May 18, golf outing, big dinner, boat drunks. How do I get information and get on this thing?
All right. Well, the easiest way is our Facebook page,
Okay.
and it's just www.friendsforlife.com, and that's FORE, as in
Yep, makes sense, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So just go to friendsforlife.com, and you'll go right to the Eventbrite. Click on. You can still sign up. We're still taking foursomes, and you can just donate as well, or just buy your ticket for the happy hour and dinner party.
It's awesome. You guys got it going on. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Appreciate
Thank you for
it.
letting us
And
come
good
on
job.
today.
Way to go. Way to
Nice.
help. We appreciate you. Stephen Morris, Colleen Hatton. Again, it's Friends for Life. Look for them on Facebook. We're going to check your news next. ESPN 93.5 at 7:58.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Will Kane.
So, which Cavs team will we see in the finals? Conference finals, that is. I don't care if it's the Celtics or the Sixers. Which team will we see? Because I'm going to tell you this. It better be the team that showed up against the Raptors. I don't think it will be, but it better be. I think the team that shows up in the finals will look more like the one that played the Pacers, the one that needed 7 games, the one that needed LeBron James heroics. Because the Celtics and the Sixers, they don't have a mental hang-up like the Raptors do. They're not afraid of LeBron like the Raptors are. They're not outmanned, outgunned, and out-muscled by the Cavaliers.
Get more from Will Kane today from 3 to 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN News, or on the ESPN app.
My wife's going to love these diamond studs. Fine jewelry is up to 70% off at JCPenney. Huh. maybe I should get this mom pendant for my mom. Do it. Mom jewelry is an extra 15% off. Major brownie points. This Mother's Day, get fine and fashion jewelry for all the moms in your life at up to 70% off. After an extra 20% off with JCPenney credit card and coupon. Shop extended hours this weekend. JCPenney. Style and value for all. Coupon valid 5/10 to 5/13. Credit offer subject to credit approval. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details and store hours.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's Ace's biggest grill event of the year. The best time to buy a grill from our exclusive lineup of premium brands, like the latest from Weber, Traeger, and more. For the first time ever, get free assembly, free delivery, and free fuel on our top grill brands $3.99 and up. Get the right grill delivered right to your house. Don't miss the biggest grill event of the year. Happening now, only at Ace. Offer valid for Ace Rewards members only. See participating store for scheduling and details. Propane tank not included.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
This is a Fox News alert. 3 Americans jailed in North Korea, set free and headed home. I'm Dave Anthony. President Trump broke the news in tweets. Fox's John Decker live at the White House.
President Trump plans to be at Andrews Air Force Base at 2 a.m. when they return to U.S. soil, tweeting, very exciting. The president tweeting earlier, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is in the air and on his way back from North Korea with the 3 wonderful gentlemen that everyone is looking so forward to meeting. He continued, they seem to be in good health. All 3 Americans, Kim Hak-song, Tony Kim, and Kim Dong-chul, had been held at a North Korean labor camp. Dave?
John, the president also wrote a date and place has been set for his upcoming meeting with Kim Jong-un, trying to get North Korea to give up nuclear weapons. The day after President Trump pulled out of the Iran nuclear deal, they burned the paper American flag in Parliament. And as a result of new U.S. sanctions, Iran's currency has dropped to a record low.
We will be working with our allies to find a real, comprehensive, and lasting solution to the Iranian nuclear threat.
Israel's prime minister supports the president, but our European allies, China and Iran, all say they want to remain in the agreement. The head of the UN's atomic agency says Iran is fulfilling commitments under the nuclear deal. Gina Haspel's about to head to the Senate for her CIA director confirmation hearing.
This is a very distinguished career intelligence professional.
And Senator Tom Cotton, a Republican. Fox's Rachel Sutherland live in Washington.
Dave Haspel ran a CIA black site in Thailand called Cat's Eye, where terror suspects were subjected to enhanced interrogation techniques like waterboarding. Democrat Ron Wyden says the CIA is trying to keep Haspel's background under wraps.
What we have here is a cover-up from A to Z.
In prepared remarks, Haspel said she offers her commitment that as CIA director, she will not bring back outlawed interrogation program. Dave?
Fox News. Fair and balanced.
Buying a new tractor? You owe it to yourself to visit your LS Tractor dealer. LS Tractors give you a lot more tractor for less money compared to other brands. For starters, LS Tractor comes with more select features as standard equipment. They make operating your tractor easier with better performance to get more work done quicker. Compare and you'll know who gives you more tractor for your money. LS Tractor. Excel in your field. Learn more at lstractorusa.com.
Visit Denning Automotive in Mattoon and get more tractor.
When you're hiring, you don't want to sort through dozens of irrelevant resumes. You want an efficient way to get to a short list of qualified candidates. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using our intuitive online dashboard. Discover why 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
We'll get our top Fox News story just developing in the last half hour or so. President Trump tweeting that 3 Americans who'd been jailed in North Korea at a labor camp have been set free, and they're all headed home on a flight that'll land at Andrews Air Force Base at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. And the president says he will be there to greet the Americans who are traveling with Secretary of State Pompeo, who went back to North Korea ahead of a planned meeting between President Trump and Kim Jong-un. The president tweeted earlier, it was a great night for Republicans, reacting to primary results in 4 states that he won in 2016. A candidate the president told West Virginians not to vote for lost. Don Blankenship finished 3rd in the GOP Senate primary. Patrick Morrissey won.
Joe Manchin has become just another rubber stamp for the liberal,
Washington elite agenda.
He'll try to unseat the Democratic senator this fall. In Ohio, Republican Jim Renacci won to challenge Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown. Businessman Mike Braun won in Indiana, also hoping to unseat a Democratic senator.
Send Joe Donnelly to an early retirement.
A candidate with a familiar name also won in Indiana.
The winner of a Republican primary for a House seat in Indiana has a special connection to the vice president. He's his older brother. Greg Pence, a wealthy businessman, toppled his Republican challengers for the seat his younger brother held for over a decade, despite criticism from his opponents that he dodged debates and relied on name recognition. The vice president tweeting his brother is making Hoosiers and the Pence family proud, and good luck in November. Greg Pence is favored to win the contest against newspaper publisher Democrat Jeanine Lee Lake in a district President Trump carried by more than 40 points in 2016. Sean Lanchel, Fox News.
In North Carolina, a Baptist pastor, Mark Harris, beat Congressman Robert Pittenger in the Republican primary. News out on the economy. Wholesale prices, inflation rose just 0.1% last month. Stock futures are rising before the opening bell. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News Radio.
Our local news with Jamie Monticelli, brought to you by Classic Plumbing. Honest, affordable, and professional. With a 2-year warranty on all their work, call 586-PIPE or see their page on Facebook. Online, it's classicplumbinginc.com.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. Crews have broken ground on Tommy Stewart Field. WCIA says crews will be putting in artificial turf with football and soccer lines. The field is right behind Centennial High School in Champaign. Another part of the improvement project involves revamping the baseball field, tennis court, and basketball court at Spalding Park. 10 years behind bars is the prison term given to an Urbana man who had an active meth production operation in his home. 47-year-old Stacy Smith had pleaded guilty in February to meth manufacturing and the production of cannabis plants. Emergency crews were busy last night responding to 2 crashes on I-57 in rural Pasodum. The News-Gazette says a total of 8 vehicles were involved and there were multiple injuries. 5 vehicles were involved in the first crash. That was in the northbound lane of I-57 at milepost 218. The second crash was just south of the first one. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
According to Classic Plumbing, these facts are essential for good work. Classic plumbers are experienced, qualified, and consistent. Right up front, you'll know all the work is warranted for 2 years. Their $55 diagnostic fee covers your estimate and applies to your job. Classic Plumbing promotes a culture of doing good work and hiring outstanding local people. Tim Culver's Classic Plumbing in Urbana and Mahomet get you technology with the tradition of value. Call 586-PIPE. Look them up on Facebook or online, classicplumbinginc.com.
8:07 ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service. Diane Ducey.
60% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Breezy today. We've got clouds otherwise. High 86, 68. Our low this evening. Clearing out late and make way for sunshine tomorrow. High 82, low 69. Chance of rain overnight Thursday into Friday at 30%. Otherwise, partly cloudy on Friday with a high of 87, 88 on Saturday, then 77 for Mother's Day on Sunday with partly cloudy conditions. Right now, the temperature's at 67. ESPN 93.5.
All right, it's Bethany White, St. Louis Cardinals. Bethany, how are you?
I am so great. How are you, Stevie J?
Great. It's so great having you. We had a fabulous bus trip to St. Louis. Wonderful little Isabella Bradford threw out the first pitch.
Yes.
And we had fun. 3 buses went down Saturday. The Cardinals won on the walk-off from Colton Wong.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so fun.
Cardinals
What a
organization.
beautiful day.
It's so great to work with. I know my nephew Luke turned 26, and Fredbird came down in the 3rd inning and gave him a hug and a T-shirt.
And a T-shirt.
They had worked out some details ahead of time. Like I said, Busch Stadium, the Cardinals organization, so great.
Awesome. Well, that sounds like a fun birthday to me.
Week from Friday is bragging rights night. Fighting Illini. I know Brad Underwood, our basketball coach, will be down there. I'm going to be there with the fam. Looking forward to that. What happens on theme night for Friday the 18th?
So we're going to have an awesome pregame pep rally. We're going to have bands from Mizzou and Illinois. We'll have some players signing autographs. We'll have coaches. We'll have picture ops. It'll just be a fun pregame atmosphere. We're going to see which school is louder. And I have to say that Mizzou is up right now by about 100 tickets. So
doesn't mean you're louder.
Right.
That's true. But I need those Illini fans to step it up. You guys want to represent here. So it should be a great night.
So Mizzou's got us by 100 ticket sales. That's nothing. Right. That's nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That is nothing.
All right, so it's a week from Friday. Wow, it is.
It is.
Okay, so how do people get their bragging rights tickets, Bethany?
You can go to cardinals.com/theme. And there are two options. There's a Mizzou option and an Illinois option, so you all want to pick that Illini option, and you'll get to select. It comes with a sweet jersey that is navy. It's a mesh jersey. It has the Illini logo on the sleeve and the Cardinals logo on the front. You'll get to select your size for your jersey and check out there. So cardinals.com/theme.
It's a wonderful jersey. You all brought it for our caravan in January, and we were pretty fired up about it. It's beautiful. And so are we all kind of sitting in the same area for Illini?
You can actually pick a seat anywhere in the ballpark.
Okay.
So if you want to have a really great seat behind home plate, catch all the action, you can do that. If you just want to hang out, be with your friends, get a seat upstairs near our new Bud Terrace, that's where the pregame pep rally will be, you're more than welcome to do that also.
Bethany, awesome. How do we again do this? How do we do it?
Cardinals.com/theme.
All right. Thanks for being on. Pleasure.
Hey, thanks for having me, Stevie J. We'll see you guys on Friday the 18th.
We'll be there. Thank you.
Go Illini.
Go Illini. Let's knock off those. What are they? Tigers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bragging rights, Missouri.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, does money buy happiness in other countries? Despite high numbers of people coming to live in the U.S. each year, the U.S. is only the 18th happiest country in the world. Personal finance site Go Banking Rates set out to find what, if any, economic factors play in a nation's overall happiness by looking at wages, unemployment rates, and housing for the 15th happiest countries. Why not call happiness expert Pamela Gale Johnson? How are you?
Hi, good morning. How are y'all doing?
I love that. I'm doing great. How are you all doing?
We're doing great, although it's a little hot here in Dallas now.
Well, listen, it's getting to be summertime, and sure, are you like the president of Happiness Expert Anonymous, or how does this work?
Well, we've been doing happiness stuff with the Secret Society of Happy People and Happier at Work for 20 years now, so it's just, the number of anniversaries under your belt.
I once talked to a guy who was $250,000 in debt, credit cards, everything, and he made it. He made millions. And he was on the air with me, and he said, you know what? This whole thing has been a scam. He said, they told me to do this and to go here and to chase this, and it's a scam. You can't hug a checkbook. This isn't any good. Isn't that interesting?
Well, studies have shown that once you meet your basic needs, and again, I think everybody has a different idea of basic needs as far as income, and they may vary depending on where you live, like if you live in a really expensive city. But once you meet that kind of minimum standard threshold, happiness really doesn't change much. If you've got that, food, clothing, shelter, healthcare, those basic issues met.
Yeah.
Happiness doesn't necessarily change much, based on your bank account size, because your friend was right, or the person you interviewed. You can't hug a bank account.
But we think that's going to do it. We buy lottery tickets dreaming of the pot of gold. We have no idea what it all means, except if we only could. And then we look at the magazine covers, and if we look like that, and then we won the lottery, we'd be good. And it doesn't happen. Like, we're always searching.
Well, there's an element that once we catch whatever happy carrot we caught, we kind of move to the what we thought we wanted, we move to the next one,
that's right.
And that's probably somewhat healthy, as long as it's in moderation.
What's the difference between happiness what's the difference between happiness and satisfied?
Well, in the Secret Society of Happy People world, we have 31 types of happiness, and satisfaction is definitely one of those types. So I think happiness is actually a pretty broad experience.
Yeah. But I think you can point your arrow to focus on, I'm going to look at the glass and it is half full. I don't care what my friends tell me, because bah-rahs and negative people don't attract people. positive people attract people?
Well, studies actually show that misery loves company, so to speak. There is an attraction. You know, you can bring down a room, but there's also happiness is also equally contagious. So I think the bigger question is, who do you want to hang out with?
Yeah.
Like, what's it more fun to hang out with? And it's, in my opinion, like, I would rather be spending time with people who are, you know, who see the glass half full more often than not.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be part of the secret society of happy people.
Probably not. We have people who consider themselves, I think 70% of our group considers themselves happy most of the time, and then about the other is divided up with people who are what you would just call, you know, persistently perky.
Yeah.
So like the people who are on the high end of happiness.
Right.
And then we do have some people who, you know, have some happiness challenges.
That's a nice way.
Very small.
That's a very nice way to put negative people. Happiness challenges.
Exactly.
Pamela Gail Johnson, how do people find you?
You guys can visit our website at sohp.com or just Google Secret Society of Happy People. We should pop right on up. And we just actually updated our 31 Types of Happiness. We're getting ready for Happiness Happens Month in August.
I love it. Hey, man, I love it, love it, love it. Keep up your good work, Pamela. We love talking to you.
Thanks for inviting me, and y'all have a great morning.
Y'all have a great morning. I love that Texas thing. Way to go. All right, let's y'all check our sports headlines now.
All righty, Minnesota over St. Louis. St. Louis has the day off today. And what's their next series?
They play at San Diego tomorrow night, four-game series. San Diego's 13-23. Cardinals ought to try and at least get 3, we hope, but no Tommy Pham, at least yesterday. Hopefully he's back in the lineup tomorrow night. We're just going to have to limp through the Yachty absence. He's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for the Cardinals to hang in there without Yadier Molina. He's such a big part of that team.
I'm seeing late games on Thursday and Friday now that I've grabbed the schedule on San Diego. 9:10 start here on ESPN 93.5, so they practically have 2 days off. So good stuff for them to, you know, kind of reset after this loss against Minnesota.
The Cardinal series took a little, as I like to say, burned a lot of wick in that candle.
Cardinal Cup series.
Yeah, the Cardinal Cup series was a lot of energy spent.
Extra innings and
and
2
then
out of 3.
The emotion of winning those all 3 times and then to get smoked by Minnesota twice.
Dang it.
Wasn't competitive. Cubs have won 2 straight.
Right, that's right. In fact, the Cubs won 4-3 over Miami yesterday, so do you want to play a couple of those?
It was like fielder's choice. There was a bunch of boring things, but here's how the game ended. We hear on US 105.9 all your Cubs games.
Now the 0-1. Ground ball to second. This could be it. La Stella to first. And the Cubs win the ball game. A 5-pitch 9th inning for Brandon Morrow. The last play is scored 4-3. La Stella to Rizzo. The Cubs come from behind, and they've won 2 in a row.
They're going to win a bunch here. Their schedule is just delightful.
Right, with the White Sox who are coming off a loss. So against Pittsburgh, that was 10-6. Now on to the NBA Finals, where Utah beat Houston. Chris Paul with 41 points in that one. 112-102 was that final. And we had New Orleans being beat by Golden State 113-104. So now we have Philadelphia at Boston tonight.
I just get to fast forward. I mean, it's Golden State and somebody, probably LeBron, the way he looks. It's over.
Okay.
It's Golden State playing, I would guess, Cleveland, because I didn't think so until what LeBron did to Toronto. I guess maybe Boston, but it's Golden State. And Golden State's going to win. Golden State's going to win it all because they happen to have a bunch of good players. It's interesting, but we know who's going to win. Golden State.
Illinois softball gearing up for their game against Maryland. By the way, in baseball, James Paxton pitches a no-hitter last night.
Yeah, I mean, it's the 3rd no-hitter, and it's May. What's going on with the no-hitters? I mean, crazy.
Well, the things that makes this unusual, it was Seattle 5, Toronto Blue Jays nothing. It was in Toronto, and John is a Canadian who's 29. So it was the first Canadian to pitch a no-hitter in Canada.
Okay. All right, I can believe that.
Okay.
Yeah, but but the fact that there have been 3 no-hitters in baseball and it's May 9, that's pretty pretty unusual. There's usually 1 or 2 or 3 a year, and we're already at 3, and it's May.
Right.
Pretty early. Okay, 8:19, that's sports. ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Showers and thunderstorms likely before 2, then partly cloudy, breezy, winds up to 33 miles per hour. Today's high 86, 68 hour low tonight, 50% chance of rain mainly before 10. Sunshine expected tomorrow, high 82, low 69, 30% chance of overnight rain, and sunshine as we wrap up the week with a high 86, low 66. We're currently at 68. ESPN 93.5.
Jake won our 4 tickets to The Illusionist we gave away. We're going to do another 4-pack tomorrow and Friday. As promised, The Illusionist, Greatest Magic Show on tour at State Farm Center, 7:30 this coming Tuesday, May 15th. May 15th, Tuesday, 7:30 at State Farm Center. Tomorrow, another chance to win those. All right, the Iran deal is scrapped. A few thoughts about that coming up next. It's ESPN 93.5, and it is Wednesday, May the 9th, 2018. Back in a moment after this Fox Business Minute at 8:20.
From the Fox Business Network, Walmart is making a big move into international shopping. It's buying the majority stake of Flipkart, India's answer to Amazon.com. Walmart will pay $16 billion to own 77% of the company. Flipkart was founded by 2 former Amazon.com employees in 2007. Though it still doesn't make a profit, Morgan Stanley predicts the business could be worth $200 billion in a decade. Ford says it will be forced to make temporary layoffs at its Dearborn, Michigan factory that makes the F-150 pickup. There was a fire at a plant that supplies parts for the F-150. European phone giant Vodafone wants to get bigger. It's offering to pay more than $21 billion to buy Liberty Global's business in Germany and Eastern Europe. The Dow was up almost 3 yesterday. NASDAQ gained a point. With the Fox Business Report, I'm Ginny Cosola.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-566-7906 now for your free reputation analysis. Our dedicated experts and patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-566-7906 to learn more or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Hey Cardinals fans, are you thinking about making a trip to St. Louis to see the Cardinals play? Well, why not do it the weekend of May 18th, 19th, and 20th when the Cardinals host the Philadelphia Phillies. That weekend, it's a celebration. The Cardinals will honor the 1968 National League Championship team, and it's presented by Heartland Coca-Cola. The weekend is loaded with great giveaways as well. Friday night, it's the Bob Gibson Pitching Rubber Giveaway. This unique giveaway commemorates his historic 1968 season and his 1.12 ERA. Saturday, fans will take home a replica, wearable 1968 National League Championship ring. This ring is just like the one the players and coaches received in '68. On Sunday, it's all about the kids with the Rawlings Kids Baseball Glove Giveaway. And kids also receive a ticket to Six Flags and a free ticket voucher to a future home game. That's the weekend of May 18th, 19th, and 20th. Tickets at Cardinals.com/promotions. There's only one, Cardinals Baseball.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. As independent financial advisors, we can help ensure you're following a strategy that makes sense, no matter what the market is doing. Take control of your financial life with a complimentary consultation. We will create a plan that's right for you. Contact us today at 3017 Village Office Place, Champaign. Call us at 217-366-3456 or find us online at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
If you're looking for a great car dealership, look no further than Honda BMW of Champaign. Vin Quattrone and his team just received the Honda President's Award in 2017, meaning they're one of the best Honda dealerships in America. They offer great deals. They have a tremendous service department with problems fixed right the first time and customer service that'll keep you coming back. So before you buy, make sure you give the award-winning Honda BMW of Champaign a chance to earn your business. Just off Neal at Burwash and Savoy, online, drivechampaign.com. The North Korea detainees have been released. They are on a flight home with Mike Pompeo, our Secretary of State. 3 Asian Americans released from North Korea. That's breaking news, and that's really good news.
Really good news.
The Iran deal has been scrapped.
We had a rotten deal with Iran, and just as George W. Bush withdrew from the 1972 ABM treaty because it was not in America's strategic interest, that's what the president has done here. I think it sends a very important message to North Korea that we're not in these negotiations with them just to get a deal. We're going to get the right deal.
Okay, that's John Bolton, U.S. Security Advisor for the President of the United States, former UN ambassador. So the Iran deal. Good to get out, not good to get out. If you think about it, President Obama didn't go to Congress because he didn't have the votes. Democrats didn't even support all this. And it was to say, okay, well, we're going to keep them on the straight and narrow for 10 years. But at the end of that 10 years, they can make a bomb. So now we're down to 7 years till the world gives the blessing that Iran has a bomb. And they are the number one state sponsor of terror now. The $157 billion that the former administration gave to Iran on an unmarked plane on cash pallets, it sounds like a drug deal, they've been using that to promote Hezbollah and other terrorist organizations, building a camp in Syria to threaten Israel. And so you're saying, okay, they're burning American flags, death to America, and we're essentially saying, well, this is the best we can do. They're going to build it, so let's just hold it off for 7 years and figure it out then. What? You don't want Iran to have a bomb. We're talking about the same community and area of the world that wants to blow up America, let alone Israel. So a nuclear weapon in the hands of fanatics, and most of Iran are normal people that we'd really like, but maybe 10% are just, they've got control. It's like 40 years of control, dictatorship stuff, but there's a whole bunch of Iranian people you'd love. It's the people of Iran that are being held hostage here. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't think any deal that's written with a pen without the support of Congress, that's not a treaty. That's just a deal that the president made without the Congress. So, it's not binding. So, any administration, the problem was Hillary should have won. Then everything would have stayed the same. We wouldn't have known about bad tweets against Donald Trump. We wouldn't have known anything. It just didn't happen. So, things are coming out on a lot of fronts. And so, it seems that we could, if we don't want Iran to have a bomb, this wasn't a good deal. Because they're going to get one with our blessing in 7 years. And if you're okay with that, I'm not. I just think that they're already supporting with a lot of money. The Saudis have come out this morning and said, yeah, they're spending all that new money because the sanctions were lifted. They have a lot more money. They're spending all that money on terror. A lot of that. More activity in Iraq, in Syria, and, of course, still chanting death to America even as we signed their deal last time. So,
well, if Washington decides to reinstate these Iranian sanctions,
and they will
it cut off our crude supply then?
180 days to graduate out of it.
Okay.
So we're using some of the Iranian oil. That'll go away. But it seems to me that if you don't want Iran to have a bomb, this wasn't a very good deal, but it was a deal we could get. And, of course, when one side says, oh, we like the deal, maybe the deal probably was. I think you ought to leave a negotiation like that both kind of mad. Oh, I should have got that. I should have got that. That's a true negotiation. 359-2255. Always welcome to text in. 827. Diane Ducey has a new puppy.
I do.
Name is what?
Olive.
Okay, going to call her Olive or Ollie?
Well, probably Ollie a bunch.
Okay. And this is a mix between an Australian Shepherd and a Rottweiler?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're anticipating a 70 to 100-pound dog.
That's about, I think that might be the high side because I looked it up. It's a little Australian Shepherd girl is a 35 to 55.
Okay.
And a Rottweiler girl is 77 to 110.
Okay.
So a little mix in there. 70 is a good guess.
Right. Yeah. And she arrived last night in a pink box with a bow, and Anna was just coming out of the shower. She's 16 today.
Happy birthday, Anna.
That's right. So she'll be getting her license.
But it wasn't your, we always berate people who get puppies as gifts. This was a family decision.
The past month, really, we've been talking about it.
But not Anna, because it was a surprise.
That's right.
And she was all in on a puppy.
Although inside the last 2 weeks, we've been saying Anna and Aiden, my 14-year-old son, if we were to get a dog, you guys need to step up in the cleanup department. And, it's a responsibility. We all have to walk the dog.
Everybody's all right with that?
And everybody was in.
Uh-huh.
So we were leaning more. Mike had taken down a bunch of our fence in the backyard to make it easier for mowing, and that's all up again.
So it's Anna's dog, but
right.
in college years, and
that's right.
It's kind of at your house.
Uh-huh.
Okay, gotcha.
And Anna's choosing, it's looking like it's going to be Parkland Pathways.
Good.
She's done some physical therapy research and
Awesome.
nursing and things like that.
Well, congratulations to the new addition. So staying in the kitchen, but because the puppies we've had in the past, we've had the crate. Make sure that they don't.
We've never done that.
Put a little crate, and then we found that the dog. And then when we put the crate by our bed, they were silent, just quiet.
I see.
Happy to be near.
Uh-huh.
But if your little puppy didn't do anything last night but sleep, that's a good deal.
And every time we've taken her out, she goes number 1 and number 2 immediately.
It's only been a day. It's good. It's really good. Exactly. And then you jump up and down and say, way to go, good puppy. Good,
exactly.
Good. Yeah,
give her a little scratch.
Yeah. Maybe a little treat.
We hadn't had any treats.
Well,
so we weren't ready for it.
You might have the smartest dog ever. For all I know. Good for you.
That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
So,
all right.
Good stuff in our Anderson household there.
Got the news next. It's ESPN 93.5. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30. Fox update in a minute.
Need new tires? How would you like to save $250 on a set of 4 select Goodyear tires? Right now at CarX Tire and Auto, get up to $250 in savings when you purchase a set of 4 Goodyear tires by using the CarX Drive Card credit card. Your CarX man has the right tires for your vehicle at any of his 12 Central Illinois locations. And now up to $250 off. See your Champaign or Danville CarX man today. Shop tires online or book an appointment at CarX.com.
Don't worry, call the CarX man.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. 3 Korean Americans who'd been imprisoned in North Korea are on their way back to the United States now with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. President Trump making the announcement on Twitter saying he'll be there to greet everyone when they land at 2 a.m.
The Secretary of State had told reporters traveling with him that he had not yet received any commitments concerning the release of the 3 Americans, but he said he hoped North Korea will, in his words, do the right thing.
Fox's John Decker. The president's congratulating former Senator Mike DeWine for winning the Republican primary for governor in Ohio.
The president tweeting his socialist opponent in November should not do well, a big failure in the last job. That opponent is Richard Cordray, the Democrat who won his primary against Dennis Kucinich. Cordray is the former director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.
That's Fox's Adam Shapiro in D.C. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. Crews have broken ground on Tommy Stewart Field. WCIA says crews will be putting in artificial turf with football and soccer lines. The field is right behind Centennial High School in Champaign. Another part of the improvement project involves revamping the baseball field, tennis court, and basketball court at Spalding Park. 10 years behind bars is the prison term given to an Urbana man who had an active meth production operation in his home. 47-year-old Stacy Smith had pleaded guilty in February to meth manufacturing and the production of cannabis plants. Emergency crews were busy last night responding to 2 crashes on I-57 in rural Pasodum. The News-Gazette says a total of 8 vehicles were involved and there were multiple injuries. 5 vehicles were involved in the first crash. That was in the northbound lane of I-57 at milepost 218. The second crash was just south of the first one. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
Here's your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service. Diane Ducey.
Showers and thunderstorms today, Stevie. We've got breezy conditions, winds up to 33 miles per hour. Today's high 86, 68 our low tonight. Back to partly cloudy conditions on Thursday with a high 82, low 69. Sunshine expected on Friday with a high 86, low 66. There's a 30% chance of thunderstorms in the overnight between Thursday and Friday. Right now the temperature's at 68. We're ESPN 93.5.
Well, as many of you know, I like to tip my cap to law enforcement. We do a law enforcement official of the month. Tim Atterbury from Champaign Police is our May honoree. But I wanted to recognize the corrections officer of the year for Champaign County over at the jail is Nick Roberts. He's in Muhammad. Nick, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Corrections Officer of the Year. This isn't anything you campaign for. So what did what did you do right, Nick?
I know the people above me, I guess, think I'm doing some right things. You know, it's just about being positive in the jail, I guess.
What's your day-to-day look like? When do you have a normal schedule, or is it all over the board?
Yeah, I'm working second shift right now, so there's a couple different posts that you work. You do different things. You're either booking people in, or you're dealing with inmates that are already housed, and so just about influencing the people that are in there, and trying to keep everybody safe.
Muhammad, right?
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Okay, so as you're growing up, you're not sitting daydreaming in class about it being a corrections officer, are you?
No, actually, I'm kind of guy that had more than one dream, and I always dreamed about being a teacher coach, and I did that. And after college, I was in education. I worked at Muhammad and coached football. And I always also had another dream that I wanted to work in law enforcement, and that dream never left. So I left education, and the sheriff's office was the first one to give me the opportunity in the jail. And in education, I worked in with the mental health. I worked in special education, and there's a lot of mental health, and that's very important in the jail.
Yeah, so
it's kind of turned into a passion of mine, and I do that in the jail now a lot.
God bless you. Because I tell you what, I would struggle because I'm kind of an up with people kind of guy. So to walk into the jail every day and you see these tremendously sad stories, how do you deal with that? How do you leave it there and not consume you?
Well, another thing with like the coaching and then also now in the jail and stuff, I've always loved motivating people and trying to inspire people. And, you leave with those stories, the stories that you're actually able to help somebody and touch somebody's lives. And they at the end of the day, working with somebody, when they tell you thank you, and these are people that are dealing with some of the worst things, parts of their lives, and they're telling you thank you.
They've been abused. Mom and dad were drug addicts. They never had any influences that were positive. They didn't do anything. It just, how do you pick your parents? It's really sad stuff.
Yeah. It can be, but again, it's all about inspiring them and making their lives just a little bit better.
It's awesome. And do you get talking to them at all? Do you ever get in conversations with anybody at the jail that's there?
Oh, absolutely. You're there 40 hours a week or more with overtime and stuff. So, yeah, you get into a lot of different, some people talk into politics and a bunch of different
all
things
right,
you get into.
So you're teaching probably, kids try and put it over on the teacher all the time. You kind of have good practice with that, so when an inmate is trying to put it over on you too.
Oh, absolutely.
Nick, I was just researching or Googling corrections officer. It says sharp critical thinking skills, excellent judgment, good moral character, and a degree of physical strength is needed because the job can be mentally, emotionally, and physically demanding.
All right. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would definitely say all of that is correct.
Yeah. So you have to
stay sharp physically and mentally.
So if I said, could you do some push-ups, could you pop down and do a few?
I could get a few done.
Okay, all right. All right, well, what's second shift mean? What time do you go in?
I work from 4 to midnight.
Okay.
And you never know what you're going to get. How many over at the jail now? How many inmates?
We have approximately, we keep around a little over 200 usually.
Wow, that's a lot. And are they there
lot.
a while, or they move from place to place?
Well, it just depends. Some people are in and out, and they're only there for maybe an hour. There's other people that have been there for as long as 2 years.
Wow, because generally, if they're there for a while, they're going to be transferred to a prison, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those people working through their case. And
do you ever stay in touch? People that go in, go out, and maybe later say thank you?
In the community, you might run into some people, and I've had positive experiences with some saying, they appreciated that I was, nice and caring and things like that. But
do you think our facilities are good, or is that something that needs improved?
Well, I think the sheriff's office definitely pushed for that because right now we're split. with two different buildings, and that makes it difficult on a number of different areas. So that definitely, I think, would be a positive thing.
Nick Roberts, Muhammad, Corrections Officer of the Year, Champaign County Jail. Congratulations. You see yourself doing this a while?
Yeah, I see myself. I initially got into the jail thinking I'd maybe try to go to the road, but, I'm working with great people and working at a great place. I think I'm going to be here for a while.
Well, Nick, we thank you. Thanks for serving. Thanks for what you do. Thanks for being positive. Thanks for giving a little hope maybe to some folks that really need it. You sound like a great guy.
Thank you very much for having me.
Nick Roberts is his name. He's the Corrections Officer of the Year. Tip of the cap to the Sheriff's Department for having wisdom to hire Nick Roberts.
Some of our unsung heroes in the community. We appreciate the suggestion to have him on.
There's some work I just couldn't do.
That would be challenging.
I don't think I could. I mean, to really empathize and be nice to people,
right.
I think that's great.
Uh-huh.
Show them as much hug as you can in life, to try and love one another, to try and be kind to one another. I think that's great.
I mean, and technically speaking, you can't be judging them. They need to go through the due process.
Well, once they're there, chances are, they could be pending and all these other things, but it also could be where you're there because you got convicted. I mean, it's possible too. But to treat them as humans, to be kind as you can, as long as, they're doing what they're supposed to do. But, we've come a long way in the whole prison system from the, old days of... And I know that other countries have horrific, conditions and situations. In America, we treat them humanely.
Right.
And some say too humanely in some cases. But in any event, Nick does a great job. We appreciate all he does for our county. ESPN 93.5. We're going to check your sports headlines coming up. It's 8:41.
Okay, keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
I want to show you my first ever painting.
All right.
Okay. Open your eyes.
Oh, that's a lot of colors and shapes.
So be honest. What do you think?
Well, I like how if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Here, why don't I hold your paintbrush while you call them?
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
The pitch, a swing and a ground ball to the second baseman. Flicks to second out, on to first. That's a double play.
Are you looking for the best value on St. Louis's two favorite summer attractions? Check out the Cardinals and Six Flags Double Play Combo. Each Double Play Combo includes a ticket to a Cardinals game and a one-day admission to Six Flags, all for one low price. The Double Play Combo is your ticket to a summer full of family fun. Get yours today at cardinals.com/Six Flags. There's only one Cardinals baseball.
Are you frustrated with pain or previously tried physical therapy without success? The Mettler Center can help you, just like it's helped me recover from a shoulder injury. Mettler Center Physical Therapy has been transforming lives in the community for over 20 years. With their specialized manual therapy techniques, they have an over 98% satisfaction rating. Mettler Center takes pride in helping people get back to the things they love. Schedule a free 30-minute consultation today to discover if physical therapy is right for you. Visit them online, MettlerCenter.com.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent John Kaywood in Champaign can help you get to a better state because he will talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent John Kaywood in Champaign 367-1105 and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
Is there a greater combination than pizza and beer? Or pizza and beer with all the games on the big screen? Nope. That's why Rafters Draft and Dough is dedicated to all three. Although there's more to the menu than classic pizza combos, with salads, appetizers, wings, and grinders. And top it off with a 5-beer flight of the always rotating craft beers on tap. Rafters, the place to be after a hard day of play this summer. Rafters Draft and Dough, 1906 West Bradley Avenue, Champaign. Follow them on Facebook.
Hey, next time you pay for parking, forget the spare change and use Mobile Meter instead. It's available all over Champaign-Urbana, and it's the easiest way to pay for parking. Download the Mobile Meter app, store your credit card information, then select how long you want to park. That easy. Download the Mobile Meter app or go to mobilemeter.us.
Yeah, there are a number of jobs you think about. I couldn't sit in a cubby all day and be on a headset.
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
That'd be tough, too.
I'd probably really struggle with being the coroner.
Yeah.
You're dealing with SAD all the time. And I think, frankly, law enforcement, I think it'd be very, very difficult because you have to, and even I've been in newsrooms before where the news is always so bad that some of the dark humor comes out. It's called black humor.
Right.
Where you say inappropriate jokes to let the stress out.
That's how they deal with it.
That's kind of how they deal with it. But so there are plenty of vocations. That's why when I go out in this Hardworking Man series, I'm very thankful I haven't had to work.
You're just assisting seeing how it's done.
Yeah, I mean, dang, you guys really use your body.
Right.
I'm tired. All right, we check your sports headlines. 8:44, ESPN 93.5.
Minnesota beat St. Louis's Cardinals 7-1 yesterday. Well, they have the day off today, so full programming note here on ESPN 93.5. We've got your Redbird recap right now.
Boy, the bats were silent yesterday, weren't they? And they were really silent the entire two-game series with Minnesota. They really pitched well.
Well, the Cardinals were held to just one run on a home run yesterday by Jose Martinez, but one run on a total of 6 hits in the 2 losses, and committed 3 errors that led to the Twins piling up 7 runs and a pair of 6-run losses to Minnesota. Better days ahead as the Cardinals take to the road. They travel today out to San Diego and open a 4-game series with the Padres tomorrow.
Odorizzi was good, but their bullpen was really something.
And their bullpen has not been that good, Mike, but from Ryan Presley through Taylor Rogers and Phil Hughes, they set down 12 straight Cardinal batters. And Odorizzi, who picked up his 3rd win of the year, he was able to set down the last 6 he faced.
And the Twins sweep the 2-game series from the Cardinals as they win it 7-1.
We had the Cubs beating Miami 4-3 yesterday. They've got a day game today at 1:20. You'll hear the action on US 105.9. Pittsburgh over Chicago's White Sox 10-6 yesterday. Next up for the Cubs will be the White Sox coming into the weekend. On to the NBA. Houston advances 4-1 was their series win over Utah, 112-102, and Golden State with the Warriors moving on. 4-1 was that series, 113-104 over New Orleans. Boston and the Philadelphia 76ers in action tonight. Celtics are up 3-1. That's sports. I'm Diane.
When
Ducey.
water rushes in, keep the damage out by calling the cleanup team that's faster to any other size disaster. Serve Pro at 217-355-0077. That's where you'll find the specialist with the experience, equipment, and training to help make sure your property is dry the first time. So when water damage strikes your home or business, strike back by calling the cleanup team the insurance industry has trusted for more than 40 years. 217-355-0077. On the web at Serve Pro of Champaign. Like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Do you have a family member, son or daughter living with special needs? Hi, I'm Dean Hall with Thrivent Financial. We are sponsoring a special needs workshop presented by the attorneys from Dada Matuka. This is designed to help you plan both legally and financially for your family member. Please join us Tuesday, May 15 from 6 to 7 p.m. at the iHotel Conference Center. Call 217-819-4646 to RSVP. Again, that's 217-819-4646.
Gina Haspel is beginning her confirmation hearing in Washington, Capitol Hill. Gina Haspel is up to be the new director of the CIA. Every former CIA director, both parties, says she's one of the most qualified you could get. The rub is, I think, she did waterboarding, but waterboarding was legal and part of the program when she did that. Mm-hmm. Or oversaw it.
She's 61 out of Ashland, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Went to the University of Louisville.
She's going to get confirmed, but there's a lot of politicking going on because she did nothing illegal as part of the program, and she says she's going to follow the law. If it's not allowed, they won't do it, even though we extracted a bunch of information that who knows could have saved another 9/11. Anyway, she's up, and I expect her to get through, but because Donald Trump nominated her, that's probably why there's opposition. Be the first woman to ever lead the CIA.
Right.
Good for her. I think that's fantastic. And she's tough, and you want tough at the CIA. Here's your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Up to 86, down to 68. We've got a 60% chance of showers before 2, and then we have a little reprieve. Wind gusts as high as 33 miles per hour as the day moves on. Looks like new rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch. And then we've got another surge of thunderstorms this evening We've got sunny conditions in the forecast for tomorrow, though, with a high 82, low 69. 86 with sunshine as we wrap up the week Friday. Could see a 30% chance of rain between Thursday and Friday. Right now, Saturday's at 86 and only up to 76 on Sunday with partly cloudy conditions for our moms. Right now, we're at 69. ESPN 93.5.
The buzz this time of year is nature's coming alive. Your yard is an important part of the special place called home. At Spring Green, it's our favorite time of year. For a limited time, new customers save 20% on Spring Green's full program. Nurture your outdoor space with Spring Green, your local lawn care professionals. They take special care of your lawn and landscape investment for a trouble-free lawn, because precise and well-timed applications encourage your landscape to grow and prosper. Their guarantee of satisfaction states, if you're not happy, they'll make it right or refund the entire cost of that application. Serving Champaign-Urbana and Mattoon Charleston for over 35 years. Call your local Spring Green at 217-359-2111, 217-359-2111, or on the web at spring-green.com for the convenience of America's neighborhood lawn care team.
You know, I was just thinking the other day of how rich my life has been with simply sharing time with others, whether with family, friends, or just a moment's greeting with a stranger. Hi, how are you? Well, now, how many of us during these sharing times have said something, done something, or hit the send button with a message that might have hurt someone or their feelings? Wouldn't it be great to have a button to push? A do-over button. Well, my best friend, Jesus Christ, offers not only the button, but the true love to forgive you of all wrongs. Simply, just reach out. He is reaching for you and inviting you to his house this Sunday. Attend church services of your choice. Jesus will guide you. We have found the Lord at Muhammad Christian Church. Jesus welcomes you to his house, and he's been expecting.
Don't miss a gripping reimagination of the events the night before the assassination of civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with the Twin City Theater Company and their latest production, The Mountaintop, playing at the Soto Theater in downtown Champaign, May 11th through the 13th and May 17th through the 20th. The Mountaintop focuses on Dr. King's final days and him being forced to confront his destiny and his legacy to his people. It's The Mountaintop with the Twin City Theater Company. It's brought to you by Dr. J. Barry Howe, Lippman, Minuteman Press, and this station. Learn more about the show and buy tickets at TwinCityTheaterCo.com.
Yeah, congratulations, Jake. You won the Illusionist tickets today. We'll give 4 away tomorrow, 4 on Friday. Chance to win 4 tickets to see the greatest magic show on tour is what they call it. Mm-hmm. John Decker from the White House will be on the program tomorrow. Lots to talk about with the Iran deal and just Gina Haspel's confirmation here. There's just a lot going on.
I was just mentioning the spring commencement speakers are taking a shift. Empowering women, especially fueled by the Me Too movement. Yale is bringing on Hillary Clinton. MIT, Sheryl Sandberg. Vanderbilt has landed Amal Clooney, and Dartmouth to choose Mindy Kaling. Over 60% of the speakers right now at the top 25 schools in the nation are choosing women.
Good. Great. I think Me Too, a lot of the Me Too movement. Mm-hmm. I think reports of sexual assault on the University of Illinois campus is up like 50%.
Okay.
I think people feel more empowered. One of the problems with sexual assault is both sides are drinking too much. And then you don't know exactly what happened. And that's... You've got to be able to maintain your faculties. Uh-huh. You can drink if you're old enough. Your call. It's just you got to be of age, I think, and then but just you don't want to get sloppy to where you don't know anything.
This came up on our bus trip to Bush, and people were talking about a roofie incident inside the last 2 weeks here in Champaign-Urbana.
Oh, what?
The roofies that were slipped into this girl's drink. And she couldn't remember anything within 20 minutes.
You can't even take a drink from anybody.
I know that.
So
I was saying, if someone offers to buy you a drink, I go immediately to the bartender and get it from them.
I can't tell you what I do to the guy that puts that in there. I can't tell you.
Well, and to know that it's right here in our community. I mean, you think it's a Hollywood theme or something. And
to tell you what, if you put something in a woman's drink, if you're a man
and thank goodness she had some party partners. That's what we always had, a party pact before we went out. Let's stay together no matter what.
What kind of guy What kind of Bill Cosby kind of guy puts
they're out there.
Can you say taser?
I know.
Can you say yachty? You get my feeling. That's what I do.
I know it.
I mean, I tell you what, that is so low. That is so evil to do that.
Yeah.
Put drinks in one. Come on,
Well,
man.
and, people are celebrating graduation. They're finishing up their finals. It has to be on people's radar right now to watch it.
You can't go alone, and you got to make sure you don't take a drink from somebody.
That's right.
I mean, people have been giving people drinks forever.
I know.
Now you're putting drugs in it?
Right.
Okay. Back tomorrow.
All right. Enjoy the day, Stevie
Jeremy
J.
Warner Show will be coming up next. The Cubbies play this afternoon on US 105.9, riding high. I said if you don't like the National League Central standings, wait 10 minutes. There are 4 teams that Cardinals are tied now with Milwaukee.
Okay.
And Cubs and Pirates are a game and a half back. It's just like every week there'll be somebody new. I think the Cubs, it's still the best team. We'll see what happens, but it was sure fun in St. Louis over the weekend.
It sure was.
Not so much for the Cubs, but wait again. They're going to win a whole bunch here.
High fives all around.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you, Diane.
Enjoy the day.
That is Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. I'll meet you on the radio again tomorrow morning. The Jeremy Warner Show is next. Tay and Carp this afternoon from 4 to 6. Thank you very much for listening to us. We know you're there. Thank you so much. We hear a lot of comments, get a lot of texts. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. Again, thank you for listening on ESPN 93.5. Have a great Wednesday. Proverbs 31:10-12 states, "A wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life." Honor your wife and your mother, not only on Mother's Day, but every day. This message brought to you by the Blossom Basket Florist.
The Blossom Basket Florist. The florist you pick.
Graduation is around the corner, and odds are you're looking for a gift for your Illinois grad. Look no further than Game Day Spirit for all your alumni needs. Game Day has the widest selection of gifts and apparel for your grads, moms, and dads. Stop by the store on campus at the corner of 6th and Green, or shop at the store on Neal and Kirby. Can't make it to town or want to ship your gifts? Shop online at GameDaySpirit.com and send something sweet home. Game Day Spirit is your official fan store for the Fighting Illini. Whether your high school senior just got accepted or you're looking to support your favorite teams, don't forget to shop Game Day Spirit and have all your Illini needs met. Follow Game Day Spirit on Facebook or Twitter for the inside scoop on new merchandise.
You know, there's a lot of different kinds of tanks in the world. There's the German Leopold and the M1 Abrams, but the most common and widely feared tank in the world today is the full septic tank. Don't call out the National Guard if you come up on one of these babies. They can't help. Instead, call Gulliford Septic and Sewer at 337-5996. Having a war with your restaurant grease traps? Gulliford provides grease trap cleanings, along with sewer line cleaning, camera inspections, and jetting service. Visit them at gullifordservices.com or call 337-5996 the next time you're facing a septic or sewer line battle. You've heard the horror stories.
After a week on the job, it's trashed and dirty.
Most just assume they aren't clean. Well, ours are. For your next event, wedding, backyard gathering, festival, race, or job site, book a clean, affordable Illinois portable toilet. Offering a large variety of styles and colors from the basic portable restroom to flush-style units and even luxury mobile restrooms with AC and sinks with running water so you can potty in luxury. Make it clean and comfortable with Illinois portable toilets. Call 239-JOHN. That's 239-5646.
All right, it's Tim Anneberry. He's our law enforcement official of the month. And people just really commend you on your demeanor, on the fact that when you approach a situation, is it just training? Is it instinct? How do you know how to react?
I'm the youngest of 6 kids. I've been married for 15 years. I started this job when I was single. I was 24 years old when I started. When I came on, I was the new guy. Now I'm the old guy. But when I came on, the department was full of old guys. I had the pleasure and the luxury of watching them work. Mm-hmm. My first training officer was Officer Greg Campbell, now retired. He taught me so much in my first 6 weeks on the street in the police department that to this day, I evaluate my own performance by the standard that I think he would evaluate me by. So if I think it passes Greg Campbell's muster, then I think I've done the right thing the right way.
It feels more dangerous, is it?
It's different. I don't know that it's more dangerous. It's different.
Brought to you by SK Exteriors. Their website, callsktoday.com.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. Finding your way to retirement may feel like working your way through a maze. Without a guide, it's hard to see if you're headed in the right direction. We can offer guidance along the way to help you see the bigger picture and make good financial decisions. Contact us today at 3017 Village Office Place, Champaign. Call 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Great food, great selection, great atmosphere. That is Addie's Bar and Grill at Stone Creek Golf Club. Addie's is the place for casual, relaxed dining with friends, pub-style food, a full-service bar with 12 beers on tap, and 11 flat-screen TVs to cheer on your team. Their private dining areas are great for your next party, too. For an online menu, visit addies.net and follow them on Facebook and Twitter for daily food and drink specials. Make Addie's your neighborhood destination off Stone Creek Boulevard in Urbana. It's something to come back for. Hi, it's Stevie J. When I needed a new roof, I called Roof Doctors. Actually called a lot of roofing companies to get estimates. But you know, I felt great talking to Randy. I felt that he was honest, reliable, and affordable, and I felt I could trust him. You know what? I was right. They did a terrific job. After they did my roof, I had them do my mom's roof. You know how much you have to like a company to recommend to your mom? With 30 years of experience and the best warranties, call today for a free estimate at 328-7529 or go to roofdoctorsco.com.
Hello, this is Shane Colt from Country Arbors Nursery. This is a special week, the week when you thank your mom in your life for all their hard work. And nothing says thank you like beautiful plants and flowers from Country Arbors Nursery. This week only and until Mother's Day, all annual hanging baskets and geraniums are 10% off. 10% off already great price flowers. Baskets in every color for sun and shade. And if you want to please mom and dad, why not have Country Arbors Nursery plant a tree for you? You pick the tree, we do the work. For more information about our sale and our planning, you can go to our new redesigned website, countryarbors.com. I'm Shane Colt from Country Arbors Nursery, and have a nice day.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.